All right, our last game for the women's side of the Belgotex Elite in terms of the pool stages is about to take place. It's Wanderers versus Western Province Cricket Club, two of the clubs that are part of the fabric of club hockey in the country. And joining me now from Wanderers, you might not recognize the kit, but it is Wanderers, I promise you, is Allegra Dijkstra. Allegra, looking forward to this game against Province Cricket Club.
Oh, 100%. It's been such a vibe today. We've had the whole day to prepare. We're playing brand new kit today. Everyone's excited. The spirits are up, so yeah, very excited.
Tell us just something simple about the kits for everybody at home. Any inspiration behind them?
I mean, yeah, so it's head to toe exactly what the Versus socks look like, so a little shout out to them. But yeah, head to toe, flamingos. It's fun, it's funky. That's what we're all about, having a good time.
Absolutely. It is about having a good time, but obviously looking for results after the disappointment against Kuzney.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely out of the running for top of the pool, but I think today is an important one now to come out, just fight, still get the dirty bronze, hopefully, if we win this one today. So, yeah, big push from the ladies.
Awesome. Enjoy the game, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And while we, as you walk out, you can give an evil stare to Mara Hendricks. Mara is joining me now, Western Province Cricket Club. Of course, Mara, very similar to Wanderers, the disappointment, a very narrow game against Kuzney, but still looking to set it right with a victory tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I think we gave it our all this morning, just didn't get in the back of the box. So tonight we kind of want to, execute our plan and follow through with that. So, yeah.
Obviously, it's late. It sucks conceding a late goal and then having to come back later on in the day. How quickly were you able to shake it off and refocus?
I think the girls just took their time out, rested this afternoon, and now we're back up and running and ready to pump, yeah.
Of course, they're playing in slightly new kit, but it's the same old Wanderers. You know them from the historic battles, and definitely trying to make a statement that Cape Town is better than Johannesburg.
Of course. I mean, we're the only Cape Town team here, so we have to make the name for ourselves, yeah.
Well, good luck to you and the girls, and hopefully we'll chat to you with a big smile after the game.
For sure. Bye.
That was Mara Hendricks from Western Province Cricket Club, Allegra Dijkstra from Wanderers. They're about to lock horns in what should be a pulsating game. We'll be with you in a few minutes for the action, so stay with us wherever you're watching.
And we are back for another titanic clash. Western Province Cricket Club versus Wanderers. And what looks like their flamingo kit. I know Western Province Cricket Club came into this tournament as favourites and unfortunately just missing out on a shot in the final. Looking to redeem themselves here with their first game on Turf 1. And back in the studio, the man, the myth, the legend, Jubs. It's good to have you back in Durban.
Yes, it's always good to be here. You know, for years, because I was always here for the indoor and stuff, people used to think I lived here. And I think I quite happily would. You've got good golf courses, good people, really warm weather most of the time. But more importantly, right now, you've got the Belgotex Elite Club Challenge, and we all know how much we love hockey.
Yeah, some people used to say, is that Jubs or is that Lenny Botha? Maybe that's why.
Lenny is my other father, so it's all good. He's
Lenny.
actually disappointed that I wasn't staying at their place tonight because I'm at the Riverside Hotel with all the other buggers.
Lenny Botha, obviously a legend of the game, KZN Hockey Chairman and National Ladies indoor coach. It's good seeing him around the turf last night. Hopefully he makes his presence here yet again.
Bakes, this is a tough game for people to play sometimes. Both teams know they can't make the final because they both lost narrowly to Kearney. Both teams don't want to come last, but you know that little bit of extra pip in the step is not quite there. It's, instead of shopping at Woolworths, it feels like you're shopping at Spar. I'm just kidding. That's an upgrade. But
Yes. As you see, Western Province Cricket Club, we get back into the game here.
of course, Wanderers in their resplendent flamingos, taking inspiration from the Versus socks. Of course, many of us wear Versus socks. Are you a Versus socks wearer?
I literally, besides from these secret socks, I think I only wear Versus socks. It's a household brand in the Baker family.
Of course, Jabu means happiness, and my favorite pair of Versus socks, bright yellow with a big smiley face on the back. I wear them when I play golf quite often. Also my Santa ones, because I'm hoping that people get festive and let me have a free mulligan when I shank the ball.
As I said, Western Province Cricket Club with the star-studded team definitely were pre-tournament favourites, and I think disappointed to not have made the final.
Their coach Miguel de Grassa, one of the legends of South African hockey, still involved actively on the playing field, off the playing field, in the retail space. So a man who gives his life to the sport. Of course, involved heavily in things like JHL, as the Samurais with Hockey Fives. Just really what you would describe as a hockey tragic.
Yeah, and obviously, hopefully we get to see him later on the field. A guy who often is referred to as the eel, the way he moves across the AstroTurf, almost untouchable as he breaks through midfields.
That was a superb take.
Ash Thomas, an ex-Riverside player, wearing the Western Province Cricket Club colours. Cricket Club looking to get into this game. As we see Malika with the goal shot, and it's a goal!
Malika Hamza, of course, fresh off her roll with the SA under 18s, getting onto the end of that. And finishing superbly. What a great player. She's a player packed with potential. And really great to start seeing her achieve that potential on the senior stage. We've known about her at youth group levels, and that was a testament to just how good she can be as Province Cricket Club take the early lead here.
Hamza, we've obviously heard a lot about her, we've seen a lot of her, and straight away making a mark on this game. Cricket Club, I watched them this morning, a lot of possession against Kersney, a lot of circle entries, and just failed to convert any of their chances, and their first circle entry turned into a goal.
Wanderers hitting that ball away there, and they receive the first green card. Melissa Bennett doesn't need to be asked twice. I mean, it's a fairly standard thing. It's a great thing about the game of hockey. Leave the ball alone if it's not yours. Here is Jamie Southgate. More than 50 caps for her country in indoor hockey. Yet to get an outdoor one, but definitely a player who could play for the outdoor national team.
100%. She did a great job for Western Province last year in the midfield. And she looks to make a mark here at the Belgotex Elite Club Challenge. Cricket Club enjoying a lot more possession here. A dream start for Western Province Cricket Club.
It always takes a few minutes for me to get used to seeing Wanderers in a different kit. Used to their black and red and yellow. Very well known. I was watching them warming up earlier, and I was like, I think Wanderers were playing. But it's such a cool tradition that they have, and it's something that I love about club sports in this country is the traditions. They run deep. They have families that play. I mean, my son is now playing. He's playing soccer for the club I played hockey for, Benoni Northerns. And it's just so cool to be able to share that we both wore the same badge on our chests, just for different sporting codes.
I think the big question is, are you forcing him to wear an Arsenal jersey?
It's not forced at all, but it's by choice completely. I must tell you, so, I mean, you know, and most of the people who follow now, I'm a big Arsenal fan. It comes, another ball pushed in, and Wanderers able to clear it away. It comes from my father. My father was a fan, and you know, my least favorite team in the world as an Arsenal fan, as a traditional Arsenal fan, is Tottenham. And the other day I took my son, I took him to Sportsman's Warehouse, and there was a big poster of a Tottenham player outside on the wall, and he said, Dad, we can't go into the shop where they support the wrong team. He's 5.
So seeing Nick Kyrgios wearing that Spurs jersey before the final.
I mean, I knew he wasn't going to win a trophy then. But another great thing that, a good fun thing that I do, and sometimes it has got me in a little bit of trouble, is I actually used to go into Sportsman's Warehouse, and if they had Tottenham shirts or Orlando Pirates shirts, I would take the Arsenal Kaiser Chiefs shirts and go put them on top, so that it didn't look like they had any.
Well, I'm sure you're probably helping Arsenal get a couple of sales, as they need all the help they can get.
I mean, divine intervention next, but that's fine. We'll take it. Any help counts. But of course, it's another great thing. And the other day I was at a Sportsman's Warehouse, and I did manage to find a South African replica top. We really want to see more of that. Would be great if we got to a place where clubs were selling their replica tops, and kids were buying them and coming to support. And you know, tournaments like this, the Belgotex Elite Club Challenge, raising the profile of the club game. This is what we need. And a healthy club system can only make a healthy national system, as here comes Province Cricket Club with the defensive intervention.
100%. How good would it be to be able to get our hands onto one of these funky Wanderers tops? I mean, you go to Holland and you walk into a hockey shop and you can buy all the different jerseys. How great would it be for us to get to a point where you can walk and buy all the different club jerseys and support your favorite local club?
Great run there by Allegra. Just a little bit isolated as she ran through there.
Wanderers looking to get back into this game with a good circle entry. just failing to get the goal shot.
Yeah, I think Province Cricket Club are equipping themselves quite well defensively right now. Not really threatened too much by Wanderers. Just maybe a little bit disappointed with the transition from defence into attack, allowing Wanderers to come back at them a little bit too easily at this point in time.
Cricket Club, a home team for national players, Quinita Bobs and Taryn Glasby, who are away representing the country at the moment.
And of course a number of other players that we know have played there. I mean, Jade Main, Western Province Cricket Club, played there for many years. Dirkie Chamberlain, so a club with great national history.
A couple of years ago, I was lucky enough to coach the Riverside team, and we made a final in 2017, and Cricket Club had Ava de Goede. I think it's 2 or 3 times World Player of the Year in their side. So attracting some of the best players in the world.
And I'll tell you what, if you're able to go check it out on Instagram, watch .hockey's Instagram. Ava probably scored for me the goal of the World Cup so far in a 4-1 win it was, I think. Taking it onto the reverse side and firing it into the top right hand corner. The type of goal that is you know, just you don't see a strike as venomous as that in the women's game as often as that.
Yeah, and absolutely showing her class. I mean, she's been out for a while with an injury, and straight away making an impact, you know, for one of the best teams in the world. I think tomorrow we see them play their semi-final.
Oh, great idea there. Good run there from Jamie Southgate. I tell you what, there must have been a moment there for the umpire where she considered penalty corner, because that looked quite deliberate. Maybe helped by the fact that it was just outside the 25, giving her a lifeline there. But wily defending rather than good defending.
Some experience shown from Wanderers players, as again they just cut out another Cricket Club attack. Captain Claire de Villiers made a huge impact on their first game on Thursday night. Will she make a difference tonight?
We look to the side here as Wanderers just want to start creating something. They are disappointed with how easily they conceded that opening goal. Province Cricket Club are coming forward with fantastic pace. This young lady is a force to be reckoned with when she goes forward. It is Malaga Hamza, and she turns, she fires, and it's just wide. A lot of flair and X-factor about her. If she adds a consistent end product, she's going to be scary, scary good. And of course, she's a very good cricketer as well.
Yeah, definitely a player you don't want to be giving time and space to on the backhand. Hamza being a real threat at the moment for Cricket Club.
As Province Cricket Club look to get inside, not going the 5 and able to get out there. Wide here to Megan DeLange with her resplendent Osaka stick. She goes to her vice captain. That is Allegria Dextra, who runs fantastically well, but nobody giving her the support. She's starting to get isolated and manages to get the ball for a free hit on the outside.
Allegra also made a huge impact in the Wanderers' first game. Definitely another player to watch from this Wanderers side.
I think for both sides, the frustration against Thursby was not the defensive side, as there is a big push on the back, and Kyra Day not agreeing with that call, having a few words, but not using a review, just running it off. She forgot.
She probably forgot. Or
She knew it was the right call.
she knew it was the right call. Or saving it for a big moment. As Wanderers look to get back into this game. Better build-up player from Cricket Club. Wanderers looking to break forward, but no players high.
Kyra Day, of course, a Western Province girl who's moved up to Johannesburg. She has played in IPTs for Western Province. So a personal grudge match as that through ball gets down to the baseline. Nompilo Twenchwao gets there and she lays it across penalty corner, because she's a player who got her debut caps at the recent African Cup of Nations for South Africa after a truly wonderful IPT for Southern Gauteng on their way to the title. And
we see first penalty corner of this match. Penalty corners weren't great in the last game. Can we see the first one being converted and Wanderers get back into this game? It's a push and a stop. It's a great hit. And just coming off the foot there of Jamie Southgate.
yeah, it wasn't the best injection, but great work at the top of the D to rethink, rejig, and realign there for a retake. What a great camera angle this is, as we see Allegria Dextra with the injection. That's a much better one. It's gone straight. It's hit. Great running defense. Closing the space, not letting her generate any pace. Probably with a defense charging you down as quick as that. You got to look first wave. As here goes Malaka Hamza once again. Running down the side. She looks inside for the pass and runs out of time. That'll be a bit frustrating. She probably didn't realize there was so little time left on the clock.
Yeah, Hamza proving to be the difference in this game at the moment, scoring the opening goal for Cricket Club. But as you said, great camera angle, enhanced sport media, bringing us all the action and all these great camera angles.
You and I watched the under-18s. You were there live. I was watching via the appropriate feed. And Malaka Hamza struggled to exert major influence on the under-18 games. She's a dangerous character when she's on the ball. That's not been the case today. She has been the central figure in this match so far, and it's definitely to me pleasing, because she's a player with a big reputation. It's often difficult to match that. She's not struggling with that tonight. And it's good to see her learn from those experiences.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure in different teams she has different roles. Maybe you find on the 18 side she's asked to play a little bit deeper, and therefore she probably has to carry the ball for a lot longer. Where she's been given a little bit of a higher role, and she can really threaten it around the final third, which is where I think she's much better and cause a real threat. As we see Cricket Club 1-0 up at the moment.
Well, no, of course, whoever wins this game will go to the bronze medal match. The losers will play for the wooden spoon tomorrow. And of course, that wooden spoon match is against the defending champions, the Crusaders. That'll be up the first game. Obviously, the final is set. It is a Riverside versus Kersney. And of course, these two are playing for the right to play in the bronze medal match against Phoenix.
Two top teams here, and none of them would want to be playing in that wooden spoon match. Cricket Club immediately looking to push on forward as appeals for a foot there in the middle of the park. You see Jamie Southgate back on the ball. He's had a real presence in this game.
Number of players with international caps. Sasha Silverstein, obviously junior level. Amara Hendricks, Jamie Southgate, Andrea Leader. You often talk about a lot of these players with the future of SA hockey. They're pretty close to being the presence of SA Hockey, and it's at tournaments like this that they really want to stamp their authority and make a noise that's noticed around the world.
100%. Belgotex bringing us the action and allowing players like this to make their mark on the hockey circuit. As we see Allegra looking to get Wanderers back into this game. I'm getting a big whiff of the spur. All this play and Wanderers' advantage, playing towards the spur.
It's such a great restaurant, but I do feel like I've been cheated before. I've been there for a dinner where I couldn't get a window seat, and I just felt like it's not right. I feel like they should have more windows.
Yeah, 100%. Almost need to form like a
narrow restaurant.
Or Roma revolving. You know, and everyone gets a
here we
turn.
go, here we go.
Maybe we should chat to the guys and just help them.
I mean, and if you rely on electricity and ESCOM, then, you know, at least some people get to revolve for longer in different times.
100%. Could be stuck at the window for 2 hours.
Could be worse. You could be stuck in a lift when load shedding comes. A great moment for some cheese as these teams look to lift themselves. As here goes Wanderers with a big drive, but showing too much of the ball. There's the skipper, Claire de Villiers.
And Jamie Southgate just so solid again in midfield. As you see Ash Thomas back home, back in Durban. Looking to make her mark in this game. As you see umpire Sonica pulling out a card. And that's a green card for Wanderers Hockey Club. As the ball goes out.
Bakes, I have to quickly go do something else. It's called powdering my nose. No, I'm going to quickly go do some podcast recording. But what I've done is I've gone and roped in one of the players from the earlier game, one of the stars, and of course she was a commentator at the Junior World Cup, so she knows what she's doing. It's Bridget Keys. She's going to come join you for a bit. I will go find some people to chat to at halftime, and I'll leave you in Bridget Keys' capable hands with Michael Baker.
What's happening, Bridge? Normally we go for long runs and have a couple of chats while jogging around the mountains in Cape Town. And now we're in the studio. I think the conversation's going to be a little bit different here tonight.
Oh, thanks. How's it, bud? It's good to be here. Thanks, Jabu. She's exciting game here that we're watching, but you're absolutely right. Usually we're chatting about hockey on the mountains. Here we're chatting about hockey at sea level. So exciting to be here.
Yeah, a lot less altitude. And a little bit easier for us to talk and breathe. Normally I'm trying to keep up with you.
I had to try to keep up with the Riverside Girls earlier, and it didn't go my way. So let's see what Wanderers and Western Province Cricket Club can do here with the score at 1-0 to Province Cricket Club. Is that correct?
100%.
I've kind of been watching.
Malika Hamza making all the difference in this game so far. The great backhand. Bridge. And that's another short corner here.
Oh, unfortunate there for Ash. I think just a little bit of lazy discipline on her behalf. She wasn't stepping back to be the full 5. And a clever play by Western Province Cricket Club to get that short corner opportunity in the attacking 25. Maybe another goal opportunity here for Malika. Let's see what they can dig out the bag.
See the first short corner of the game for Cricket Club. Short corners weren't that great in their earlier game today against Kersney. Well, they look to change it up.
Bakes, what do you call here? What's your money on?
Yeah, probably a slap.
You almost waited until it was actually done. Oh!
That's a great finish by Hamza again. Not a slap, but a slip slap.
Almost. Yeah, that was a great set piece there, and well done. That's Malika Hamza. She's actually currently part of the under-21 national setup as well as the under-18 setup. A talented youngster. So exciting for her to be at this tournament, playing a bit of club hockey and learning a little bit from the old hats.
Yeah, and she's definitely made a mark on this game of 2 goals. I'm sure she'll be pushing to take home that cooker. And she pushes on to score a 3rd.
Oh, is that what you get?
Yeah, but normally don't you take the ball home if you score a hat-trick?
Ah, I didn't know that. Would have tried harder in our game earlier.
And how much are one of these balls? $500. It's quite
Yeah.
a good prize, eh?
Easy peasy these days. These cookers are something to be admired. What is also to be admired is the amazing outfit that Wanderers is wearing today. I really like it. So they've got flamingos on for the viewers at home. If you can't see, very cool numbers. That's their second strip, Western Province Cricket Club in their traditional blue and white, red socks. Coming all the way from the Western Cape, the place of the mountains, Bakes.
Yeah, it's a place you and I both love. As we see Cricket Club push on for a 3rd. That's a great hit. That's a great save there by the Wanderers goalkeeper as they win a long corner.
Cricket Club seem to be dominating this particular game. A lot of possession in their hands. And we just see Jamie Southgate passing the ball back. Nice attacking opportunity, but foot. And we see Claire Gibbings making a lovely defensive tackle there as the captain of Wanderers.
But do you think this Cricket Club side would be disappointed to not make a final? I mean, it's a well-spoken about team, some really good players. If you were their coach, would you be disappointed to not make a final?
Yeah, for sure. I think that, you know what's probably disappointing is that they've got a lot of youngsters in the side. So I think that youngsters always have a lot to learn in that disappointing space. But, goal opportunity. Oh, jeez, Petra in the goals there making an unusual decision. But I think that that's a nice learning, and that's what this is about. This Elite Club Challenge is all about learning. So these youngsters get the opportunity to learn about disappointment here, as we see Jamie Southgate dragging the ball in and sadly going over the sideline there for a long corner.
Yeah, and I'm sure this will be great motivation for these young Cricket Club players to come back next year and really make a mark on this tournament.
Yeah, you know what, Bakes? It's a weird one for me. The last time I was at this tournament, what was that, 2019? Cricket Club was a much sensitive of the word, yeah. A much more experienced, there's the word. Much more experienced side with the likes of, I don't know, Meg Robertson and some old hats of the game. And I'm not recognizing a hell of a lot of my like-minded old age leagues here, but yeah, it's awesome to have them here and have the Province Cricket Club coming through all the way down to Derbs, as well as Wanderers, who are the stalwarts of this tournament. They've been here since the beginning.
Now, I've been chatting quite a bit to a guy like Brinsley Powell, who coached this team last year, and I know he brought in a lot of these players. As now Justin takes over, I think himself has also brought in a couple of players, and they really have looked at rebuilding the side, as Cricket Club have been strong over the years and look to be strong again.
And we just see Wanderers distributing the ball, trying to build up a bit of patience, looking for the long ball. You know what I have noticed is that in the girls setup particularly, is the search for the long ball has been used a lot, and it's not going in everyone's favor. And maybe it's not enough play at the moment. We're kind of recycling the ball, lots of turnovers by everyone. So I think that's something that hopefully will get better and better. Maybe tomorrow we'll find the finals is a more interplay, midfield transfers, and less of this long ball that everyone is searching for.
Yeah, I think we're lacking some real, I've got to be careful what I say here, but quality midfielders, like players of Quinita Bobs, KP, that like to get the ball in the midfield and are comfortable carrying the ball in the midfield, and defenders are comfortable to play in the midfield. At the moment we're finding defenders just skipping that midfield line and not really backing their midfielders at the moment.
For sure. I'm at fault of that as a defender myself. I found myself totally missing my midfield, and I think it's such a bad habit that we get into. We're just winding the ball through, but we see an opportunity here for Wanderers. It's a smash through for Nompilo. I think that was Nompilo Techwayo, but sadly not connecting to the end of that one for Wanderers.
Yeah, Wanderers looking to get back into this game as Cricket Club are 2-0 up, 2 goals for Malika Hamza as she searches for her third. Perfect weather here in Durban.
Sheets, you can say that again. I think in Joburg at the moment we'd be sitting with beanies, gloves, scarves and 3 jackets. Here in Durbs, Bakes is sitting in a short and t-shirt, and I'm sitting with my playing kit from earlier. So one Vilni Vasni and one long run. I don't even know what to say there. One person who's ready for a long run.
And that's it. And Wanderers, they need a long run now as they look to get back into this game. As this game's starting to heaten up.
And Bakes, I mean, you've been at the side of a field for a long few weeks now. You were the coach of the under-13 KZN side, gold, if I'm not mistaken, as well as the coach of the under-18 A side. And did you take home gold? Silver. All right, so 2 medals in your pocket, and this is the 3rd tournament on a trot for you. You still loving it? Still absorbing as much as you can?
Yeah, I must be honest. Got home yesterday. It was a 6 o'clock flight, but a tournament like the Belgotex Elite Club Challenge. It's just one of those tournaments you can't miss. I have to take my wife out for a couple of dinners next week.
Yeah, I think I might have to do the same. I've snuck in just for the day, and it's really exciting to be here. The Belgotex Elite Challenge at a club level is it's really cool, and it's awesome that it's back, and everyone loves it at a club level, and I think all clubs around the country are so keen to get involved and be at this tournament. And we should have more of this at a club level. As we see Malika Hamza well defended by Megs. That is DeLunga, yes, Megs DeLunga. Oh, Sherry King just being a tactical play, getting her big foot in the way and going away as Wanderers carry on their attack.
And again, opting to use the long hit there.
Oh, Miguel de Grassa getting very irritated. I think he's just trying to edge his team on, and he's just trying to keep it cool, but he's sadly getting frustrated.
Definitely getting a little bit animated on the side of the field there as he tries to get his team back into this game. Obviously doesn't want to play in the wooden spoon game tomorrow.
That's where we find ourselves, Bakes, sadly. Crusaders Club just not pulling it out the bag earlier. Subsequently, we will be playing for that big spoon. It will be a hell of a derby if it's Crusaders Wanderers, so I'm kind of hoping Wanderers make a comeback here.
And Crusaders going from defending champions to playing for the wooden spoon bridge.
Yeah, it's a sore point, a bit of salt, but rebuilding. With older players like myself, but it's lacquer to be here. We were saying it earlier. There's a great ball coming in from Andrea Leader there. Superb ball, just not finding the edge of her opponent. I mean, her teammate going over the baseline. But yeah, Bakes, it's awesome to be back, and regardless of the results, it's just such a great tournament, such a great vibe. Riverside put on a good party. So do Belgotex with this whole tournament, and big kudos to Belgotex for carrying this on and getting behind club hockey.
Again, hopefully we can get more support for club hockey, because again, that's where all our players train week in and week out, and that's the starting point for development of hockey in this country.
Yeah, for sure. You make such a good point. I remember years ago, and this is years ago, club hockey was not really a big thing at school level. you didn't play club hockey. And now it's a real big motivator for these youngsters to learn from the more experienced players and come through and play club level. And we're seeing that probably with this Province Cricket Club side with some youngsters from school level, which is awesome. It's really, really good for the building opportunity of hockey.
Yeah, and definitely in Durban we're starting to see more and more school players getting involved as parents and players see the opportunity to gain experience from the more experienced players. And it's 2-0 at half-time here at Riverside. Western Province Cricket Club with 2 goals from Malika Hamza. Coach Miggs with some work cut out. But we have seen the 2-0 trap come into play before this weekend. Can Wanderers crawl their way back into this game? we are back with the start of the second half. If you were the coach of Wanderers Bridge, what would you be asking for from your players?
I would say the one area that they are lacking is probably a little bit more attacking in their striker line. So look how deep their striker line is. They don't have anyone high up, so they're very defensive mindset at the moment. So I would get a little bit more aggressive. Even if it's a win-at-all-cost mentality, you might lose a goal, but you've got numbers ahead of the ball. They don't have numbers ahead of the ball there.
At the moment, I think losing 2-0, 4-0 doesn't really make a difference. Just try and get back into this game. Maybe gamble, but press a bit higher. Throw numbers forward.
For sure. And sadly, we see a loose ball here. And Western Province Cricket Club coming in with numbers. Patient build-up. Oh, she's firing it high there. It's a lovely drive. She should be in the PGA.
100%.
Old PGA.
Old
My bad.
PGA.
It's a better drive than Woods is having at the moment.
I was chatting to Tyron earlier, asking people his golf clubs down. As you've seen a couple long handle hits in tonight's games.
Yeah, listen, there've been a few past a few years today, so I think Beechwood might be the place to be tomorrow for some of these players. But a nice interplay there, beautiful build-up of Western Province Cricket Club, but well managed by Nompilo Titwai. She's on the ball here. She's a fast little dynamite, that one, for Wanderers. She really, really works very hard and is super competitive.
Yeah, and she's super dangerous in and around the 9-yard. Have you seen her score a couple of goals for Southerns?
Yeah. You spot on the money there. She actually, I remember at IPT last year, she got herself on the scoreboard for exactly that 9-yard area. Very dangerous on second phase play. As we see a ball going over the baseline there. Wasted by Western Province Cricket Club.
Cricket Club getting some good possession, but just need to find that final connection and around the final third. Almost move the ball really well and they get to the final third and then just force it at the moment. Wanderers struggling to beat this Cricket Club press.
Quite a flat outlet option for Wanderers there, and sadly it's costing them a bit. They're just not finding that connectivity. And Sherry King just looking for anything and available, but there's very limited options because Province Cricket Club are pressing so nicely and obviously breaking down their outlet with 3. Bakes, would you go to 4 then? Would you be more conventional in your outlets if you find that you're really battling to get out of the deep defensive space like Wanderers are?
Yeah, definitely. Also just gives you a little bit more counter cover if you do get turned over on that high press. But again, just watching the Wanderers midfielders, no one really working hard to fetch the ball. You know, there's a couple passing lines in the midfield. If a midfielder does open receive, I think they can beat that press quite easily. But at the moment, just some perceived pressure from the Cricket Club midfielders, making the Wanderers players feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Maybe it's the incredibly tough game they had earlier against Crusaders. No, that's a joke. They thumped us. They did well. we ran out of legs. They had legs for days. But yeah, I mean, this is a tough tournament. 2 games on a Saturday after a game on Friday. No, what are we in? We're on Friday. My bad. 2 games on Friday after a game on Thursday. So, you know, for some of us, that's a lot of hockey in a short space of time. And we see Jamie Martin just losing the ball. That's her maiden name. Her new name is Jamie Pavel. Is it Pavel? Yes. Married Matt Pavel. Also plays for Wanderers men's first team. And Jamie with the long legs. She's got the best inside pull of anyone that I've seen. There it is.
As you called it, Wanderers pressing to get back into this game, but we see some great connections here from Cricket Club. Can they put this together? It's a good carry in the ball for Samadika Hamza.
Short corner called by umpire Mull. She just made a decisive decision there. It obviously just got to nothing, and she decided no advantage and short corner opportunity here for club.
Bridge, we haven't seen some good execution of the short corners so far in this tournament. You know, what do you think it could be from?
Phew, I think sadly lack of practice across the board. I think teams don't practice this enough, and it's such a refined skill, and we just don't execute it. Everyone everyone messes around very much in the PC trainings, because you kind of like play, you never play it under pressure, you don't train it under pressure, so subsequently we don't execute under pressure. I think that it's something that really should be refined a lot more by coaches.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you see at the international stage, short corners wins you games. And there we saw another poorly executed short corner.
One of the things that I've been really proud of is our national side have worked so hard, national women's side, in their World Cup campaign on their short corner attack. And it's paid dividends. You know, they've scored off it 2 goals as underdogs in all of their pool games, and it's just really, really cool to see. And I think that's Giles has just implemented that as an experienced coach, that does win games these days, is that the short corner's there for a purpose. That's why it's part of the game.
100%. I mean, Lillian being based in Durban, I've seen her down at the turf flicking hundreds of balls weekly, and we saw her score an absolute ripper. I think, was that for a 150 a cap, or was it the game before?
Game before, I think it was against Australia, which is even more awesome. Australia's sitting 4th in the country, 4th in the world at the moment, and Lil swung one past, and it was a top goal. People are speaking about it, and it's really cool to see that they execute, as Province Cricket Club execute that goal to make it
3-0.
3-0.
I think that was Amara Hendricks getting on the score sheet there. Club going 3-0 up.
Amara Hendricks has been part of the national setup before. She's worked hard. She's been studying at Marty's, if I'm not mistaken, and she's worked hard on her hockey, but had a few injuries along the way. So nice for her to just sink one into the back of the net.
Cricket Club starting to show some of the form that was spoken about before this tournament. One just struggling to get into this game at the moment, but again, we look up, just no players in the D, no one high, no one really stretching this Cricket Club defense.
Absolutely, Bakes. I mean, that's something that I would be pinning into my players, is just pill it, make the field as big as you can, and we just Wanderers unfortunately compacting the field a little bit in their attack, whereas they should be compacting their field in defense, and they're kind of doing the opposite here. So nice to see that good movement of the ball by Wanderers here, but just not going forward. Got to go forward here, guys.
Yeah, patient build up here. Some better skills here from Wanderers, but again, cut out by Jamie Southgate. Almost too patient in their build up there. At some point, you've got to look to break the line.
Bakes, you know what's lovely to see is the amount of spectators out here tonight. It's really lekker, like a Friday night around the turf, people are around the bar. It's very nice as teams slowly start to pull in. I mean, what do we have? We've got 6 girls teams, 6 guys teams, which is really cool. We've got a big game after this. We got Wanderers men.
Wanderers men versus Cricket Club men.
Ooh, sheepers, that is a big derby.
And teams looking for a spot in the final, and 2 great teams. And then on the field behind us, I think we've got host Riverside versus Baloo. Again, both teams looking for spots in the final. And that should also be a...
Yeah, that will be a humdinger, if you ask me.
Baloo, I think, have scored 15 goals in 2 games.
Wow. Is that down to the likes of Julian Hikes, the old hat of the hockey field? Everyone knows him well.
I saw Hawks in his pink socks this morning.
Oh, there it is. I'm waiting for the call-up in the pink socks. For those of you who don't know what it stands for, similar to Varsity Cup, you get to wear pink shorts in Varsity Cup if you got player of the match. Here, you get to wear pink socks if you're player of the match. I haven't put those on yet, so there's always an opportunity somewhere down the line, hopefully.
Yeah, tomorrow for the wooden spoon. I mean, I think that's bigger than the final, Bridge. It's a game to leave everything out in the park and earn your pair of pink socks.
I wish I was here, Bakes, but sadly I find myself back in Joburg tomorrow. I've got a little bit of work to do in the Supersport school space. We've got a lot of tournaments going on. So I just made a short one-day trip to Durbs to come support my team and see this amazing tournament. But yeah, I'll buy myself a pair of pink socks. How's that?
Sounds awesome. And Supersport schools, I mean, absolutely changing the game. You know, as a hockey fan, for me, putting hockey on the map and just giving, you know, a hockey nerd like myself access to all the different tournaments and games and changing the game. I mean, what's the plans from their side, you know, with you being involved?
Yeah, listen, it is unbelievable and it's the most exciting thing to be part of at the moment. It's a combination of incredible hard work, but also passion from equally loving sports nerds like yourself that are driving this beast forward. And we just are motivated to continue to expose school sport as well as club sport and community-based sports around the country. So it's just incredible. I love being part of it. We are currently streaming this game and that we're commentating on and the B pitch as well. And the really cool thing is that our big brother Supersport is behind it as well, and they're getting behind us. So it's lucky to have them on board. The finals of Belgotex Elite Challenge actually will be on what we refer to as delayed linear. So not live, but it will go on Monday night after the finals happen on Friday, which is really cool for club hockey level stuff. So yeah, getting behind it, loving what we do, and just carry on exposing the talent that's out there.
Yeah, we saw the under 16 and under 18 national finals live on Supersport, and to have club hockey coverage on Supersport is absolutely incredible. And we're lucky to have Supersport getting behind the sport, which can hopefully bring in some financial support if you're getting some TV coverage. And again, Wanderers just looking to get back into this game with... Actually, don't know how long to go. Scoreboard's not working, Bridge.
A bit of time to go is the best we can give you. It looks like 1 minute and 14 seconds that we got left. Yeah, Bex, you know, one of the coolest things is that people are getting the opportunity to shine, and that's what Supersport Schools is all about. That's what we've always stood for, is that everyone has the opportunity to shine from under 14 E level to under 14 A level, from under 9 to first team. So that's what's really cool. And in the hockey space, what's really great is that we actually streamed all of the IPTs at a school level. And for me, that is world class, is that hockey is on the map and school kids get to really see themselves and inspire themselves to become better and better and better, which is just world class.
And again, I mean, a great feature from that app is you can actually take a clip out, and we're starting to see kids share their moments. And again, it's just helping grow the sport and making people aware of some of the incredible things players do on the field. I don't think people know how tough hockey can be and how talented and skillful these hockey players are, as we see the use of a backhand there to get the ball inside the D.
So here we see Allegra on the ball. From Wanderers back to Sherry King. She's driving the ball forward. Here's an opportunity. Oh, yes. Lovely pick up of Sasha. And Nompilo on the ball. Sadly just drifting over the dead ball line there. At least Wanderers are giving them a good go in the attacking circle. But they really can be more aggressive, if you ask me.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you want to get a player like Nompilo on the ball a bit more, like they did there in those final stages as we go into the last chukka. As Cricket Club, if you're the coach, Bridge, what are you asking for? 4-0 up going into the last.
So, what are they? 3-0 up? I think you could, and this is really old school, park the bus. Save your legs. They've had 3 games in 2 days. Just drop right out, compact the center, and let Wanderers bring the ball to you for that double turnover opportunity. That's what I would do. It's some people say negative play, but I think it's just sensible play. What would you do, Bakes?
Yeah, we've seen it work for Jose Mourinho over a couple of years. And agree, I think tomorrow Cricket Club have a big game playing for that bronze medal. Maybe this is a good opportunity to look to save legs. I mean, earlier today, I think I saw Riverside come back from a 3-goal deficit against Phoenix to win the game 5-3. I think it was 5 goals or 4 goals in the last chukka. So the game's definitely not over yet.
For sure. I mean, you can never say it's over. I always refer to this as a coach, that Germany versus, who was it? New Zealand.
Yeah,
yes.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, and it was 3-1 New Zealand favor. 2 minutes to go. Germany score 2-3. Germany then score to go 3-3 and win on penalty shootouts. Absolutely phenomenal hockey game, and I mean that in itself is just something out of a dream for any hockey player.
Yeah, exactly. The game is never over as Wanderers on the ball and search to get back into this game. But again, well cut out by Cricket Club, who are currently 3-0 up. Ash Thomas driving towards the D. Cricket Club are searching for a fourth, and it's a great ball in.
Ash Thomas, an old veteran, and she's hardly old, but a really experienced player. She has been around the park often, and she's obviously bringing that experience across to a club here as she drove that ball down the line across the space of the goal, but sadly no one connecting on the end of it.
Yeah, Ash Thomas used to play hockey for Riverside. I think she's won an RPT with Northerns, and now we see her making an impact here for Cricket Club.
And Bakes, one of the very cool things while we see the umpire standing right in front of us is that we've got video referral here. It's something that we're seeing clubs getting used to. Obviously national level it's more prominence, but we don't get it a lot in club level, and it's really amazing to have a crew here that is able to use referral system in the form of enhanced sport. They do a great job of hockey, and it's really cool that the teams learn how to use a referral system. I know we tried it earlier and we won ourselves a PC. We didn't score off it, sadly. But nonetheless, an opportunity that we got to get used to using more and more and more.
Yeah, I've definitely seen great use of the review system this weekend. Definitely making a difference at this elite tournament. A tournament like this deserves the review system. As we see a great turnover here from Cricket Club. Again, just failing to connect. A couple of turnovers starting to creep in. Are we starting to see those tired legs?
Potential opportunity for Wanderers just to tighten the knots here and really work hard. If they get the ball forward, they're just battling to get the ball. Oh, and we got a little bit of a custard here for Cricket Club. 1 player down, so they're down to 10 players. Now this is where I would absolutely turn it on if I could as a coach for Wanderers.
Yeah, it could be a good moment to take the goalkeeper off. Have 11 outfield players versus 9. And really could try and get back into the game here, Wanderers. I mean, nothing to lose. Do you go all in, or is it too early for something like that?
Never too early. I'm with you, Bakes. I'm more of an aggressive player, so I would do exactly that. I would go flat out, pull your keeper, 11 players, go as hard as you can, get one back in the bag, and then reassess when you've got, your tails up. Sadly, we just see a player down with an injury, so never like to see this. Hopefully she's okay.
Looks like players getting back to her feet. So they just carry off the field there. There's a young Malika. Should be a big loss to Cricket Club as she scored 2 goals in this game.
Fortunately, she's walking off. It might just be a dead leg on the knee or something like that with the ball. So hopefully not too bad. Bit of ice, get some rest, and she can come firing again tomorrow.
As we see a great circle entry by Cricket Club and winning the short corner. Lucky Wanderers didn't take the goalkeeper off there. Hopefully we see better execution off this short corner as Wanderers Cricket Club look to just close this game off.
What was very cool is that PC was won by a club there by Sasha, the captain of the Province Cricket Club side, and she actually was also an umpire at the under-18 IPT for the girls sector, giving back to hockey not only just as a player but also as an umpire, and there she snuck one through, and Cricket Club are really turning the corkscrew here on Wanderers. Wanderers might win themselves more off the field than on the field tonight, I fear.
Yeah, with those flamingo tops, definitely out for vibes. So will we see a Gauteng derby tomorrow for the wooden spoon and possibly a boat race?
I fear it might result in that, as we see Club just really applying the pressure here, and Wanderers not replying with anything besides numbers behind the ball as opposed to numbers ahead of the ball. But yeah, Bakes, it might be a good old low fault, high fault derby showdown.
And Southerns, winning the last women's RPT. Are they missing a couple of national players here?
Yeah, they are. A handful are overseas, preparing for Birmingham for the Commonwealth Games, and I think it's showing. But equally, it's something that clearly, as Southerns, and even though I'm an Italian by heart, it's something that I'm conscious of in the bigger scheme of hockey. Oh, and another one goes by. That is a soft goal. That's one you don't want to write home about, right there. But yeah, Beck, something that I'm very conscious of in the bigger scheme of things is that all club level hockey, and particularly provincial hockey, has to get better, and the standard has to get better across the board. And we as hockey lovers have to get better at promoting hockey and getting better. All of our players. I think we take it for advantage.
Yeah, 100%. In a tournament like this, surely is great motivation for club players to want to get better.
For sure, and we see Allegra carrying the ball through it, and then here it comes, and beautiful opportunity for Wanderers, but no one on the end of the ball. That was a great cross by Allegra from Wanderers, and she just couldn't find her teammate to sink the ball home.
Wanderers enjoying some possession as they look to get a goal back. But again, cut out by Jamie Southgate, who's had a great game tonight. Captain Claire de Villiers, a big tackle there, and team cleaning up yet again at the back.
And with the score at 5-0 in favour of Club, with 7 minutes to play, Bakes, what would you do here if you were Wanderers? You know, you 5-0 up, 5-0 down, sorry. You want to save some face, but equally you want to just put everything in it. And you've travelled the 500 kilometres down from the Highveld, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think 5-0, and just they haven't really had a lot of ball. Might be a bit too steep to chase. So again, it could be also an opportunity to save some legs, as they have their big derby game tomorrow, and I think no one really wants that wooden spoon, so maybe they could look towards that game.
Ashley Thomas carrying the ball forward there for Club in a very aggressive pace. Nice competitive play from her. And she's really, really pushing it forward.
Is that another penalty corner?
Yep.
Western Province Cricket Club just really closing off this game and giving Wanderers no chance of getting back into it. As we see another penalty corner for them in the last one. Really well executed. A couple minutes left in this game.
And here's an injection. Oh, mistrap. If I'm not mistaken, that came off a shin pad, but no one's referring anything just yet. My eyes are old, so maybe I totally misjudged that one.
But again, another poorly executed short corner. And Wanderers with a good opportunity there for the counter attack, but the ball just drifting out. Cricket Club in no rush at all. Sitting nice and safe with this 5-0 lead.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago I would lay eggs as the term that we used to use as schoolgirls. But here comes a great, and it's home! Well done, Wanderers. Well done. Great embrace there, super excited. Well done to Wanderers. Just sinking one back. Maybe this is their turning point, hey? We've seen other miracles. Player number 21 for Wanderers. How would you say that? Josella?
Mishle getting on the score sheet there for Wanderers. Could this be another moment in sport? Could we see one of the greatest comebacks in world hockey?
Yo. Listen, I've got no bias here, no preference of winner, but it would be fun to watch, eh? Here it might be. Great thread through, but no one on the end of that one, unfortunately for Ashley Redhead from Wanderers. Sherry King just being a total force. Brick wall at the back there for Wanderers, but sadly connecting to a foot.
Cricket Club aren't done yet as they push for another circle entry and winning another short corner.
Here's the replay for you guys. And there's the goal for Wanderers. Great embrace. That's what club hockey's about. Super exciting stuff.
Some great camera work here from Enhanced Sports. As we look at another penalty corner.
Jake safe. Oh, lots of numbers behind. I mean, in the circle there was a bit of a bun fight, as they say. Bun fight, rather.
Umpire deeming that dangerous. Wonders with the lifeline. And Wanderers push for their second year. That's much better from them. Better energy from them to go forward and looking to connect.
And Cricket Club coach there just getting a boot on it. Fun little interplay by him.
Bringing out his inner Lionel Messi.
Turnover. Here comes Wanderers. No, sadly, well defended for a double turnover opportunity here for Club as they continue to drive the ball and apply more pressure. They're not done, hey? They want to keep going.
Club searching for the 6th goal.
Beggs, do you know, do they have to score bonus points and then they have an opportunity at finals, or are they out?
No, I think they're out, eh? Quite active on social media, and I saw Kersney already posting they're in the finals. And I think they're in the same pool as Cricket Club. But I think Cricket Club,
Kersney, yeah, sorry, go for it, sorry.
yeah, I think Cricket Club just playing for a bit of pride at the moment.
So who's likely to be in that girls' final? We're looking at Kersney Hockey Club and
Riverside. It's
a Durban
KZN
derby.
Both home teams should hopefully bring in a big home crowd as we see some Durban North spectators and some Upper Highway spectators. As we see, Michelet has been a real threat in this game, winning a penalty corner for Wanderers.
Yeah, she's made a lovely impact for Wanderers. She's been sort of the only directing force. And here we see a referral being called by Province Cricket Club on this particular call. And this is where the hard work for the production team comes in. They've got to make sure that they get this right. Third umpire standing by.
Great. Just some game-changing stuff here at the Belgotex League Cup Challenge as we see the use of the review. Our Cricket Club clutching here. Always a good use of the review. You can sense the energy rising behind us here, Bridge, as we see Blue versus home club Riverside. Both teams looking for a spot in the final.
Yeah, this is going to be a humdinger, as they say, probably in 1983, but a humdinger nonetheless. As possession goes towards Baloo and you've got Julian Hikes on the ball, this is always a nervous moment for any team, no matter who you are in the world. A world-class player, even if he is retired.
And Riverside also bringing out the funky kit there. We're waiting for the review as we see Jabu making an impact here. Walking across the turf.
Tyron Barnard's going in to look at the review as well, I think maybe, hey? Offers expert advice as a hockey passionate nerd like ourselves, Bakes. Yeah, listen, the boys set up next is going to be world class. I think that you got pitch 2, the Blue Riverside game, live on Supersport Schools, as well as on pitch A here, you got Wanderers versus Western Province Cricket Club, another top game. Review going in Province's way.
She's great use of the review again, and again, just the review system being a game changer here.
With 1.5 minutes left on the clock, we see
Mara Hendricks
Jabu
breaking
getting
in.
ready for the end of the game presentation.
And it's a 16-yard hit here to Wanderers.
Carry forward here by Sasha. Old St. Mary's Waverley goal. And just can't connect to the end of it, unfortunately. But a lovely try as the Wanderers carry on trying to get that goal in. Just get a little bit of last-minute spurts in this last chucker. Good outlet opportunity here by Province Cricket Club. Lovely interplay.
Great skills there by Mara Hendricks. As we're starting to see some good connections here from Cricket Club. They're sitting 5-1 up at the moment and pretty much booked their place in the bronze medal match.
We see that umpire Mole there just making a decision that wasn't past 5 by Cricket Club, so subsequently it was a Wanderers ball, but sadly double turnover as Cricket Club carry on attacking. And sinking one home. Malika Hamza there, making sure that one went sailing past into the back of the box.
And that brings Malika's hat-trick. 3 goals from her tonight. We saw her get carried off and now putting in the third. I wonder if she gets to take home that cooker ball.
Can add to her collection of I'm sure, already massive ball collection.
That was a great finish yet again from her. We've seen a couple on the backhand and now one on the forehand. Just showing how versatile she can be. Cricket Club 6-1 up with not long to go.
Yeah, dying minutes of this game with 10 seconds on the clock. Let's see, maybe Wanderers can just sink one home. It's always fun. We used to play last goal wins at club level, but I don't know if that's going to apply here.
They should give bonus points. Whoever scores the last. Cricket Club winning a free hit and wasting no time. Cricket Club driving towards the D and what was to be the final attack of this game.
And that's it. That's a wrap, as they say in commentary world, with Cricket Club taking home a 6-1 win against Wanderers. Here are your replays. Some exciting hockey by Province Cricket Club. I'm sure that they will be disappointed that they didn't make the finals because they played like they should be in the finals tonight. But maybe that bronze could be worn on the last night around their neck. Well done to the teams. Well played. That's me. I'm going to go have a social moment with my own team. Bakes, thanks for letting me join you in the commentary.
Thanks, Bridge, and enjoy a couple of iced teas. And stay tuned for the next game, as you said earlier, Wanderers versus Cricket Club. Both teams playing for a final, what should be a great clash.
My volume was down. A wonderful, resounding victory for Western Province Cricket Club gets them into the bronze medal match, a place to win the dirty gold. As we heard from Amara Hendricks before the game, skipper Sasha Silverstein is with me now. Sasha, good result?
Yes, definitely. Much better after this morning's. We had a great game this morning, but we just couldn't finish. And I think today it was great that we actually could finish.
Well, how cool, to have the opportunity to reverse things straight away. I know obviously you'd want to be in the final, but to come back out and bang away the goals like you did today.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the goals. We had some time to relax and chill today, and they pulled out a fantastic team performance, and I'm super excited tomorrow to take the field with them again.
And of course, tomorrow it is against Phoenix, a team you probably don't know much about.
No, definitely. All we know, they're from Northerns. We'll probably do some video on their games tonight and
Tonight?
Yeah, or maybe actually tomorrow morning.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
I have a strong suspicion it's not video we're doing tonight.
No, definitely not.
All right, Sash, well done. Thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
And our player of the match and her award is going to be presented by me, Malika Hamza, for her hat trick. She gets the pink socks that she gets to wear in the bronze medal match tomorrow, and a soccer hat that she might donate. And of course, here we go. So Malika, always good to get goals, obviously, but even better to make sure that's 3 of them.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like Sasha said in our first game this morning, it was very tough. We had multiple circle entries and goal scoring opportunities, but we couldn't bag them. And especially for me, I think as a striker, you're always wanting goals. So yeah, to be getting at least a goal, let alone 3, is great on my part.
Malika, you've just come on the back of the SA Under-18 series against Namibia, the IPT. Played a lot of hockey. Are you feeling it in your legs a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely have. I think after this, I'm gonna take a long, much-needed break. So yeah, excited to end this tournament, this Belgotex tournament. I mean, it's been great. But yeah, let's hope we can get the bronze tomorrow.
Absolutely. Have you played Phoenix ever before? I know you were up in Joburg for a little bit.
Yeah, I was up in Joburg, but I didn't ever play against Phoenix. I know some of the players; they were mostly from Old Albania, some of them. So yeah, but yeah, excited to see what happens tomorrow. I don't know what time we play, but yeah.
It's sometime in the afternoon, and it will be live. So congratulations,
Thank you
enjoy,
so much.
and we'll see you in the pink socks on the field tomorrow.
Thank you
You'll
so much.
stand out like a sore thumb, but we look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gents, that is the end of the women's action for today. Of course, tonight, we've got one big game left. If you're watching on the Super Sport Schools app, it's currently Riverside playing Baloo on pitch 2. And of course, coming up here as they're warming up, the Western Province Cricket Club Badgers taking on Wanderers, both in their new change kits. It's going to be a cracker. You know what they say, it's going to be elite.